Yeah, hello people, hello. This is a show special, and this show has been sponsored by The Groomed Man. So why not head over to thegroomedman.co.uk on this special show. Yeah, range of everything. If you're clean shaven or you've got a beard, you should go and check it out. And don't tell anyone, but I've managed to get you 10% discount on anything you purchase. So if you just go over to the website, select what you want, and then put in Radio 10, you will automatically get 10% off your purchase. This was done actually on site. I had a tour of the facility. I think it's amazing. They send a lot of stuff globally, so they're not just local, they're freaking global, like Dougie Stone Radio. And basically what they do there is they have traditional shaving products and things that you need if you want to, beard oils and all that. And we'll talk about that in the interview. But amazing. I was really taken aback by some of the quality of like the shaving brushes and the precision of the German razors and what have you. So anyway, like I say, if you want to go and check it out, that's www.thegroomedman.co.uk, and don't tell anyone, but put Radio 10 in and you'll get 10% off. Isn't that wonderful? So not just informative shows, but actually saving you money as well.
Right, okay, people. On this show, I've come over to meet someone who's going to tell us about a business and about what she does, why she does it, and a bit about the products and services she provides. So, hello.
Hi, I'm Denise Peasgood, and I have a website called The Groomed Man.
Brilliant. And just for you people out there, we have just done a Facebook Live, which should be on YouTube now, on Dougie Stone YouTube. And I'll put the link, if you're listening, on the podcast. And you'll be able to go and see it real time, what we're, in real life, what we're actually been looking at today, and what the facility's like. So tell us a bit about the business.
Yeah, well, the Groomed Man was formed in 2011. We had a ladies' business, and we thought, well, I'm doing ladies, what comes next? Naturally, move over to men. And we started at home. And I'm now in a 3,000 square foot warehouse where I store all my stock.
Yeah, it's quite impressive, and I think that's a lot of people. I do business shows on business and things like that, and showing people what to do. And you've obviously done what a lot of businesses do and started off where you can afford to do it in a small scale. And you were telling me before about how you outgrew that scale, didn't you?
We did. Yeah, well, I say, there's only so much room you've got in a house before you outgrow it. When you've got wardrobes on your landing with shelves in, there's only so much. So we moved into a 1,000 square foot warehouse and outgrew that in 3 years. So now we've gone for more space.
Yeah, because of the facility. Obviously, go and watch the video and see it. You've got it all laid out. You're racking. You've got a good flow around the place. And looking at that, there's no way you could even fit that into 2 or 3 garages, and your house would be full, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the house was full. And then you can't find anything because you've shoved it in the back of a cupboard. So, yeah, it's much better when it's on the shelf and the shelves are labelled.
And it's not efficient.
Yeah, it's not efficient because you're not running up and down stairs either.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed. I've been today, and I've seen it's very well laid out. You've got lots of products out there, which it's quite amazing where you actually deliver them to and where you supply them to. So, anyway, tell us a bit about where your customer base is.
Well, basically, depending on the product, depends on where the customers. Because I also sell on eBay, I've got an eBay store in Australia, and they buy men's hair dye just for men. I sell an awful lot of just for men hair dye to Australia. And what I'm trying to do is get people to stop going to eBay and come to the website.
Yeah, and that's the whole reason for this show is, yes, there's customers going to eBay and Amazon, and obviously you want them directly to your website because that keeps you more efficient, and it's coming straight to you then, aren't they? You can see the range of products all in one place. Yeah,
you've got all the range of products all in one place, and I'm not governed by what Amazon say you can and cannot sell, because Amazon don't let you sell razors because it's considered like a knife. They're not allowed to sell it. So I can't sell razors on Amazon.
Oh right, yeah, that's that. Because also when you go to the post office and post anything out, they want to know if it's got anything in it, it's got any batteries. How do you get on with that? How do you get on with? Can you post like razors and stuff in the post?
Basically, there's certain things I can post. Certain things I have to. Aftershaves are difficult. Aftershave and EDTs you cannot put on an airplane because they consider it flammable. So I can't sell EDTs or aftershaves abroad. Only in the UK.
What's an EDT for those?
Or eau de toilette.
Right.
Or perfume. You know, the things that make you smell nice.
Yeah.
I can't send any of them abroad because the Civil Aviation Authority won't let you.
Yeah, so that's a problem, and we've got people to thank for that nowadays because us law-abiding citizens now can't provide things to people at once. So I thought it was quite. I was quite surprised when I spoke to you the other week about this and your customer base. You've got a lot of products going to Australia. Yeah. You've got a lot of products going to the USA, and obviously we want to drive those potential customers or people that are using to your website, which makes more sense. It's staggering in the world we're in now that people are finding you and actually purchasing from you on the other side of the planet.
It is quite fascinating. I mean, I sell a particular shaving cream and I sell a lot of it to Canada. It's just really... But that one is made in the UK, so some people still value made in the UK. It means something to people, so that's why they're buying across the world, because it's made in the UK and we still got a good reputation. I think you're right, and I will talk about that in a second. About something else in a minute about quality. So, as an example, we went round, and I've never used a shaving brush, but I've obviously my granddad used to use a shaving brush, and you took a couple out that are handmade in the UK, and the texture and the feel on my skin, because obviously we just tried it on the skin, was phenomenal. How soft and smooth it was. Oh yeah, I mean, say they're the expensive ones, but yeah, they're handmade in the UK, and it's a brand, it's Simpsons, and it's a brand that a lot of people in the know have heard of, and say made in the UK makes all the difference.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people out there that want to buy, and we spoke about that before, big pens as an example. You can go and buy a big pen for next to nothing, but if you're serious about your writing and you'll be selecting a quality pen, won't you, that does the job, and it's, I suppose it's horses for courses, but it's nice to know that there's people out there that still value UK made products, because the things that are coming out from China now, yes, they might be affordable and people are buying them, but how many times are they buying that product?
Yeah, the other thing, of course, is a lot of things like shaving creams and that all made in the UK, so you know what goes into them. Not 100% sure of what some of the chemicals that might be in some of the shaving creams you might get from China. Whereas the UK ones are all national ingredients and they're all governed by EU regulations. So if you use my shaving creams, you shouldn't come out in blotches and rashes.
Yeah, that makes sense, buying quality, because you was also talking about, which I've not seen for years, a proper razor, proper shaver.
Yeah, safety razor. Proper safety razor. It's a big thing. Wet shaving's coming back big style now. Because you buy one razor and then the razor blades are really cheap and it's only the blade you're throwing away, not like your Gillette's and other brands where there's a lot of plastic going in the bin.
Yeah, which is criminal, really. And I know there's a big push at the minute about, I watched the programme last night about removing plastics and disposables from like cafes. So there's a big drive to remove plastics and waste, and you're quite right. Why throw that plastic? I mean, if you're shaving and you're using these disposable ones, you're probably only using them 2 or 3 times and throwing them in the bin, whereas if you're using a proper razor, like you say, you're just throwing away that slither of metal, and actually if it's metal it can be recycled. Yeah,
much better than particularly the disposable razor. When you're throwing the whole razor away made of plastic, what's going to happen? It's going to end up on a beach somewhere, probably, with all the rubbish of other plastics.
Yeah, definitely not what we want, not what we want at all. Yeah, so we've got a range of products. We want people to go to your website, which we know. So my question, and I know I've asked it before, but obviously people weren't around, and that's why we're doing this interview about beard, because obviously there's a big trend, and it's still going on, the trend for men with facial hair. And one thing that always intrigued me was the care for the beard, and now I've seen friends of mine who've got beards quite openly talking about shampoos and. Yeah. Do you want to talk us through that?
Yeah, I mean, you can buy products for your hair, shampoos, conditioners, styling, and all that. You can buy the same set of stuff for your beard. You can buy a comb for your beard that's really small, so it's easy to use on your beard. You can use beard oil, which conditions your beard and looks after your skin. You can buy waxes for styling your beard. And you can even buy flavoured shampoo, because they say that actually it tastes horrible if you use ordinary shampoo. So I even sell shampoo that's flavoured.
Oh, I see. Flavoured. So, yeah, you're right. So, yeah, I get that. So, the shampoo. So, if you use shampoo the same as on your hair, on your beard, and it's obviously tastes like shampoo, it's not a very nice flavour. Oh, so they actually make flavoured shampoos.
They do, yeah. I've got a wild berry flavoured shampoo, because some people say just shut your mouth, but not get it in the mouth. But if you're shampooing around your face and around your beard, you might get it in your mouth. So this doesn't taste like shampoo. Right.
So is the beard shampoo different to hair shampoo?
No, I don't think it's particularly, other than this one is flavoured. I don't think so. But a lot of it is you buy it in smaller quantities because you don't necessarily need quite as much.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's a similar product, because the hair on your beard is slightly thicker, though, slightly coarser. That's why you use the oils and the balms to soften it.
Yeah, and you were saying to me before about the oils, the balms, they're not just for the hair, they're for the skin.
Yeah, they look after your skin behind, so they soften and moisturise your skin as well. And it also stops, if you've tried growing a beard, after a couple of weeks it starts going itchy and scratchy. So what you need is you need to condition the beard and your skin behind it, which is your oils and your balms.
Yeah, we should have known that when I was growing a beard. I grew a beard a couple of years ago, and like you say, after 2 or 3 weeks, when it gets to a certain length, it just becomes an irritant, and I think, how do people grow a beard? Because that's terrible, feeling.
Yeah, you need a good quality oil. I mean, you can go to your local supermarket and get an oil, but you probably need a handful, and it doesn't. Whereas the good quality oils, you use a small amount, and it goes an awful long way. So you're better spending the extra money, and it lasts an awful long time.
Yeah, like quality best buy, and I agree with you on that. I sometimes have a product for my hair to make my hair, if I want to make it a messy, and it was expensive, but it's lasted me. I need a little bit on my fingers, like a minute amount, otherwise you just end up with a waste of time. But so yeah, you might be. Initial cost seems more expensive for the amount you gain, but actually overall cost is value for money.
It's much better value for money. And also some of these cheaper oils, it just looks greasy.
Yeah.
Where this sinks in better and you don't notice it's got oil on. So good. It's worth spending the extra money on good quality products.
Yeah. So that's the brushes, and obviously. Don't buy disposables, buy a proper shaver. And also you took me through, which took me back to me being a young boy, of the sandalwood.
Yeah. The shaving creams, I mean, you can go to the local supermarket and buy the big brand of shaving, Gillette. Everyone's heard Gillette. It comes in an aerosol can, you spray it, and most of it is air. And also, if you're looking at environment, you don't want aerosol. Where you want to go back to the traditional creams and the traditional soaps. So not only is it good for shaving, but it's got moisturisers in. So again, it protects your skin. It makes your face smooth. Although they smell fantastic, you're looking at making your skin smooth.
Yeah, I agree. I don't do a wet shave, and I agree with you about the foam. You put it on as now there. I mean, things like a gel is better, or a proper soap. I think I have used proper soap in the past, and it's totally different, isn't it? It's a totally different experience on your skin. And like I say, you've not just got this big facial foam. I mean, because it just expands. It's like, but it's not doing anything, is it? You've just got a big volume of things on your face.
Well, it's predominantly it's predominantly air. So that's not what's air going to do. Nothing. You want something that's going to moisturise and look after your skin as well.
And also, when you think about the aerosols, they're not very good. But the other, they've got a lot of waste with that. But also, I'm imagining the amount of time it takes to consume or use an aerosol, that the soaps that you've got and the creams are going to last a lot longer. Yeah,
creams will last a good few months, and soaps will probably last you 6 months or more. So they are long lasting. Yeah. And the other thing is, of course, they're easily portable. Whether you can't go on holiday, you can't take an aerosol on a plane, but you can take a soap or cream with you.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, and they also we do shaving sticks, so it's in a tube, so you just screw it up and then you've got your soap at the top. So great for going away. So if you're a businessman and you travel a lot, ideal for travel.
Yeah, and what I think I like about it as well is you've talked about, and we all know we can go to the supermarket and buy products, whatever products are, but what I like about it, and going round looking at what you're selling and what you're doing, there are lots of items there that I look at and think, actually, I'd be quite happy to buy that, put it into a gift wrap and give it to someone as a present. I wouldn't give like my father a a pack of disposal razors. But if I bought a proper razor and the soaps and the brush, ma'am, that's a fabulous gift.
It is a good gift, and of course also we do things like gift sets. I do creams and brushes as a gift set, so that's good. And the other thing is you can have shaving sets, which you've got your brush and your razor on a stand, so they're brilliant for gifts. So there's a lot of things, but people like these shaving soaps because there's so many different fragrances. People like them because men say, well, I'll have a woody one in the winter and I'll have a floral one in the summer. Right. So some men will have 4 or 5 different soaps depending on either the climate or depending on their mood. So there's all sorts of different fragrances out there.
It's amazing. It's intriguing to me because obviously that we've had this at one time. Men, the most a man would use would be probably deodorant and a little bit of aftershave on it. But now the amount of products that men are using is getting to the point of a similar sort of level of what women have used. For, I've been using for a long time. Yeah,
I mean, skincare, I think women have always done it, and hair care, women have always done it, but men are now catching on, and actually it makes them feel good, and that's what it's all about, making the man look and feel fantastic, because then if you do, you can get so much more out of your day if you just feel good. And I think men are suddenly learning actually they need to look good.
Yeah, so you end up being more confident. So obviously, if you're either in business or you're going to do a job, and you go out in the morning with that, I feel good, I've had a good shave or whatever it is, or my beard looks marvellous, and people compliment on me on it. Because you look at some beards and they look amazing, and some people probably need to come to you. I think I've seen some people think that doesn't look very. But the other, I mean, I know I know the image that you've got that you take that I've seen on your roller banner. I mean, that image and the beard that's a really fantastic image, isn't it?
Yeah, but a beard, it's like hairstyles. It takes effort. You can't just wake up in the morning and hope your hair looks all right. Same as your beard, it needs to be combed, it needs to be styled, and you need to look after it. You need to give it some care, some conditioners or balms and things. It's exactly the same as your hair, and most men would probably comb the hair, so they also need to think about combing or brushing their beards as well.
Yeah. They do. You're right. And we need to get more people on it. And we're going to mention the website again because I think we need to mention that because we want to obviously get people to go. And if you've been interested in what we're talking about, go to the website. Go to Amazon, but go to the website because that makes it a lot easier. You'll see all the range of products in one place and you'll be able to buy everything from there. And it'll all be professionally picked and delivered to you because I'm here now and watching that activity go on, which is great.
Yeah, so the website is thegroomedman.co.uk and I will ship to anywhere in the world. I just can't send perfume and aftershave. Other than that, I'll send it to wherever you are.
Yeah. So wherever you are in the world, you need to check out that site. But you also, I don't know if you want to talk about that, you've got your other side of the business, which is female products as well, haven't you? So do you want to mention that?
Yeah, I do female products. I sell an awful lot of things like lipsticks, cosmetics, that kind of thing. I do hair brushes for women and I do perfumes for women. The website there is called His, Hers, Home. So you've got all the lady stuff. The home bit is home fragrance candles, and I also do some of the men's stuff on there as well.
Yeah, so it's good. So you can go to both sites depending what you're looking for. And for me, straight away, either if you've got a beard or you've not got a beard, take a look. But not only that, if you're looking for that awkward person to buy for and you want to give them a bit of a wow factor, that's great. I'd go and check out some of the things we've been talking about because I think they're worth looking at to give us gifts, really.
What I will say also about if you're going to come to the website, I always answer my email. But the other thing is you don't have to worry because I take all my payments taken by PayPal. So if you're worried, you're guaranteed. You've got the PayPal guarantee behind it. Yes. So if you do have any problems, I will sort it out. But if you just want that extra bit of security, you know that it's PayPal behind and they've got a good reputation in sorting you out. So you don't need to worry if an item doesn't arrive. Speak to me and I'll sort it out for you. But you've got the PayPal guarantee behind it.
Yeah, I think that's a valid point because obviously there's a lot of scamming going on the internet, and obviously this is not one of those places that does that. So yeah, PayPal's good, and I always advise my son to buy with his PayPal because then if there is an issue, and obviously it doesn't cost the customer money, obviously that you fund the security out of your cost from PayPal. Yeah,
but I just like people to know you can pay by credit card, but I use PayPal to take it. So it's just that extra bit of security. If you don't know me and you don't trust me, we think, well, actually, if the PayPal's behind it, if it does all go wrong and I won't sort it out, you've got the trust of PayPal there.
Yeah, and if you're sat in another country thinking, well, how can I get something from the UK and I can get it in wherever I am, you'll probably find that because of the packaging and the postal costs, that you've got an affordable cost to purchase a quality product from yourself.
Yeah, I mean, because a lot of this stuff is lightweight. I use Royal Mail for all my international deliveries, and they are a phenomenal company. They've got a very good reputation. They look after their goods, and because it's quite light, it is actually relatively cheap for me to send anywhere in the world.
Yeah, and she does already. We're really having a big push to get you to the website. Get to the website, go and check it out, see what it's about, see if there's anything you like there, or even just drop a line. But for me, the quality, and we're going back to the quality aspects again, you were talking about the razors while we was in the warehouse, and your razors come from Germany, don't you, the blades?
The blades and the razors are handmade in Germany. There's a region in Germany, Solingen region of Germany, and they're just precision engineers. It's like a German car. It's precision engineering. So that's why I buy all my razors from Germany.
Yeah, because if you're going to put something across your face that could potentially slice it open, you want it quite accurate, don't you? And on that point, you do the proper, what are they called?
Cutthroat.
The cutthroat razor, yeah.
Yeah, I do have a range of cutthroat razors, if you're brave enough. Also, with the cutthroats, I have these strops, and also I have this little thing called a styptic pen. So if you do, so if you do cut yourself, I have this styptic pen that will stop you bleeding.
Well, you were telling us, and this is amazing how people are affected by what's going on around us, the subliminal advertising, and you were telling us about a film. Anyway, tell us about that.
Yeah, basically, when the James Bond movie Skyfall came out, there's a scene in there where there's this lady shaving James Bond with a cutthroat razor. You sold out. You couldn't buy a cutthroat razor anywhere. They were sold out. Because cutthroat razors are precision engineered, it takes them a long time to manufacture them, so they're in short supply. But after the James Bond movie, everybody wanted to look like James Bond, so everybody was buying cutthroat razors.
Amazing. There'll have a lot of visits to A&E, I should imagine, after that. But yeah, what I really like when we spoke about it earlier on was you've obviously come from like a lot of journeys with people. You've started off small. You've looked at what works and what doesn't work, what sells, what doesn't sell. You've changed your suppliers, and so after what are you in 7 years in as a business, you're at the point now where you know what you're doing, you know what works, you know what quality is out there, you know what people want, and you know I think that's really a great way of looking at what you're doing and what other people are doing, that you've not just popped up overnight and gone, right, I'm just going to buy all these products and sell them. You've actually spent a long time on this.
Yeah, I have, and some of my suppliers I've been with now 5-6 years, so I keep going back to the same suppliers, and they're big trusted names. And also at the moment, for the last couple of years, beard has been the in thing. So while beards are still fashionable, I will keep selling beard products, because for some reason over the last couple of years, every man wants a beard.
Yeah, so then you go from beards, and that's what's good about you. If for example, in the next 12 months, the trend moves away from people having beards, I don't know if it will or not, because I couldn't even forecast that. You've got the other end then, haven't you? You've got if you want to be clean shaven, you've got all those products, haven't you? So that's the great thing.
Men have got to do one or the other. They've either got to shave or they grow a beard, and I have stuff for both of them. And in case also I have hair care as well, so it looks after your head as well.
Right, so that for me, it's been a really interesting visit. Like I say, there is a video from this morning I did on Facebook, which will be available on YouTube, on Dougie Stone YouTube. Just go and search that. So it's a lot better to go and see that and see it physically, what we've been talking about, put the two together, and or go to the website and check that out. So thanks very much for your time today. Thanks for showing me around and explaining in more detail what the Groomed Man is all about and what you're doing and where your customers are. I think it's outstanding. It's brilliant.
Yeah, thanks very much for coming round and having a look. It's been brilliant.
Yeah. Thank you. Cheers.
Hey, who knew all that about grooming, men grooming? Absolutely amazing. Please go and check out the website. As we said in the interview, the aim of the interview was to obviously raise awareness of the Groomed Man and also get people from using Amazon and eBay and go straight to the site, which is thegroomedman.co.uk. And you've been listening to... Yeah, this was a sponsored show by the Groom Man, and as a result, she's offered us a 10% discount. So go over to the website, thegroomman.co.uk, and type in the voucher code of Radio 10, and you get 10% off your purchase. So go and check it out. Absolutely wonderful. Really like what she's about. Thanks for spending the time with us, and thanks for sponsoring the show. Until next time, people, see ya.
The Doggy Stone Show.